Hello, friends. This is Dave Hurwitz, executive editor at ClassicsToday.com, here with a really lovely little disc of Debussy stuff orchestrated by others. It's on Bis. It features the Orchestre National des Pays de la Loire. Of course, why not? Conducted by Pascal Rophé. And you get the Petite Suite, orchestrated by Henri Bousset, La Boîte à joujoux, orchestrated by Caplet, and Children's Corner, orchestrated again by Caplet. Now, there are many discs that have this stuff on it, I understand, but this is wonderfully well recorded and beautifully played, and it's just an enchanting disc, 65 minutes of fun-filled Debussy. The works themselves are very, very well known. The Petite Suite particularly for, what was the thing there? En bateau. On the boat thing. Boating, yes. And then there's the cortège, the minuet, and the ballet, which is just adorable. Really fun. And La Boîte à joujoux is a ballet for children. It doesn't get a lot of attention, but it's a good, solid half hour of stuff. You know, Debussy wasn't really all that interested in the orchestra. He didn't feel like he had time to deal with it, so he assigned it to others as often as not, which is kind of funny because the stuff that he did orchestrate is so characteristic and so unlike anything anybody else ever did. You kind of wonder how he ever got around to like allowing others to do things, but he sort of supervised and whatnot, and I wouldn't make such a big deal out about it, frankly. Now, the Children's Corner. That's really kind of special. The Children's Corner was the piece that got me, yours truly, into playing the piano. I mean, I learned to play the piano. I never really learned to play the piano, but I played the piano because I took lessons at a couple different points in my life, but I wanted to learn 3 works. I wasn't interested in the piano at all, but I was interested in playing 3 works. Children's Corner, the Rachmaninoff Prelude in C-sharp minor, and Beethoven's Pathetique Sonata. If I could play those, I would be happy. And I played them, and I was happy. And then I quit while I was ahead, because believe me, it wasn't going to get any better. I have little hands. I can't reach very far. And, you know, I mean, it was never going to be my thing, playing the piano. It just wasn't. And I wasn't very good at it, and I didn't feel like practicing, but I wanted to play those 3 works. The Beethoven, well, you know, I don't know why. I heard a friend of mine play it, and I said, I'm going to do that. I want to do it. The Rachmaninoff, my mother knew, and that was really fun. And, you know, I still remember, you know, how it fits, how wonderfully well it fits in your hands. You know, you could sort of, you know, it sounds very imposing. It is very imposing. And it's a difficult work in the sense that it requires great stretches, especially the big part. When even Rachmaninoff, who had enormous hands and he was left-handed on top of it all, you know, had you not just hitting the chords, bom, bom, bom. It's actually ba-boom on your left hand. It's like this because you wanted even more sonority. And I could never quite figure out how to fit the grace notes in where it sounded, to me anyway, natural. But it's just such an amazing piece for how the chords work. Like that. Do, 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 bom, flank, bom. Anyway. But the Debussy, that was the one I really wanted to do. And the real reason I wanted to do it was because the first number, Dr. Gradus ad Parnassum, has virtually nothing for your left hand to do. Thank God. You just go, boom, and then with the right hand you're going, yeah, but da-da-da-da-da, one finger, do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. It's wonderful. So, you know, that was the whole point of it, of course. It was like, there's nothing for your left hand. I felt, oh, that's great, because my left hand wasn't happening. Wasn't happening at all. And then Golliwogg's Cakewalk. Oh, my goodness. Oh, it's so much fun. And I played it endlessly. I played it till my family wanted to kill me. They hated me. They were just about ready to, like, you know, take the piano and push it out the door or something like that because it was making them nuts. But I played it, and I played it pretty well. I really, really did. The other numbers, well, you know, they had varying degrees of interest. Jimbo's Lullaby, Oh, it's very beautiful. Da 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 do do do. It was beautiful. I enjoyed that one. The snowflakes are dancing. I never quite got that. That's hard. It's with dovetailed hand things and the melodies and long notes in the middle. It was tricky, very very tricky. The serenade for the doll and the other stuff. It was less of a problem, really less of a problem. But oh, I adored that work. I really did. And I have to confess, much as this is an absolutely lovely recording of it, Caplet's orchestration, I don't like it one bit. I think it sounds a heck of a lot better as Debussy originally wrote it in the piano original because the balance is there. Even Dr. Gradus ad Parnassum, Gradus ad Parnassum, in case you didn't know, was the counterpoint treatise by Fuchs that every composer in the classical period had to memorize and studied. Haydn learned how to compose from Gradus ad Parnassum. And so it's a scale exercise. Basically, it's very simple. And it really works when you just have one hand going ga-dong, and it's so pianistic. And when you arrange it for the orchestra, it ruins the balance of tone in the piece. You're supposed to hear everything on the same plane. So you hear the harmonic motion, and so you hear the movement. And when you orchestrate it, even as well as Caplet did, you've got, like, the harp does something and clarinet does something else, and none of it, you don't hear what I hear or what anybody hears when they play it on the piano. So there I was, whizzing through Debussy's Children's Corner, and then I heard Michelangelo play it, and I said, okay, forget it. I'm wasting my time, and that was the end of my piano career. In the meantime, there is this lovely disc of orchestrated Debussy. I know I just talked about myself and not the music so much, but, well, it was about the music, but, it just brought out such happy memories, wonderful memories, and it is beautiful, beautiful music, and I love it, so I don't care. I don't care how many recordings of this stuff I get. It's all delightful stuff, and this is just a beautiful one. So keep on listening, friends. Thanks for joining me. Take care.